20 seconds and we live. Y'all stay tuned in.
How you got a ride but you can't ride in it? How you got the drive but you ain't driving it? Tune in, I can get you right in 5 minutes. Hit subscribe for these rides, I put my life in it. I used to keep it going if the outside was clean. Now I'm grown and I put away the childish things. You gon' have to do a lot more than wipe it clean. I could give you all the tools you gon' like and need. So tune in, tune up, lock in. It's D Brooks, dog. I'ma give you real life game by the book, dog. Tune in, tune up, lock in. It's D Brooks, dog. I'ma give you real life game by the book, dog.
Make sure y'all tap that like button, smash that bell. What's up, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everybody that's tuning in. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in tonight. Let me get my microphone sweet set up and everything. So I will be inviting people on tonight. If people want to tap in and get on a live and hang out with me tonight, you're more than welcome to. Y'all let me know what the imagery looks like. I don't have a lot of lighting in here. Just got a webcam and an LED ring light in front of me. I'm trying to work on my presence on here, so y'all let me know how it looks or whatever. But anyways, it's been a while since I went live on Facebook. I went live earlier on YouTube, and I just been feeling like doing a lot of lives lately. So I see we got some people in here. Let me check the comment section, make sure we ain't got no comments. If you're in the building and you want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave a comment. Should be on Facebook and Instagram and and YouTube. Let me check Facebook real quick, make sure that it's not private. It looks like it's kind of private, so we're gonna go ahead and make it audience public to everyone. Yeah, at least for tonight. At least for tonight. It's kind of dark. So yeah, my intention is to what's going on, Kristen? What's going on? Is to kind of keep the focus on what's immediately in the computer, but maybe if it's too dark, y'all let me know. I might have to add some light. Boom. Let me see what that looks like. Christian, I see you. I've been good, man. Doing a little bit of coaching and stuff. It's exciting. Kristen Lee in the building. How you got to ride, but you can't ride in it. Kristen said he liked the dark better. Okay. I kind of liked it too. We'll play around with it. Mom says this is better. So we'll see. I mean, I like them. I like the dark though. It kind of looked more punchy, right? Looked more punchy. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I was just watching one of your videos earlier today, Chris, and I think it was one of the football ones. That's pretty dope. You guys did that like sweet music and intro. Yeah, that was real sick. So I went live tonight for the purpose of possibly bringing people on to talk or whatever. If y'all want to talk, late night conspiracy mode. Yeah, if y'all want to talk and just chill, I want to leave the floor open. I feel like this is the best time to do that. Earlier when I went live, it was like 5 o'clock on a Saturday, and I just think I was the only one that wanted to be on the internet at that time, that wanted to talk about this, cars or even life. I mean, we could talk about co-parenting, we could talk about sports, youth sports, we can talk about all that. So but anyways, let me go ahead and get the link up, and then we'll entertain people if they want to tap in. So the email, let me see right here. Copy right here. I will put it in the comment section. If you want to tap in, this is the link right here. It's in the comment section on YouTube. I don't think I can put it on. I can't do it on Facebook. But if you copy it, you can go ahead and get on there. Yeah, that's just gray. That's just gray in there. Here I am thinking there's something in my beard. It's just gray. It's just gray. Late night conspiracy mode. Let me see. I'm gonna mess around with these lights a little bit more, guys. Y'all stay tuned just a second. Yeah, this is kind of like I thought this looked more gamer, more just like we're here to talk and kick back, like a lounge, like a poetry lounge type feel. Even though I'm not a poet, you know, I might be the car poet though. You know, just the car poet. But make sure y'all smash the like. I see we got some people in here. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Subscribe if you've never been on here, didn't subscribe before. Make sure y'all subscribe. I got the link available. If you want to tap in, jump on the live, you can do it on StreamYard. You just have to use this link. This is the link. It's on YouTube. You have to go to the YouTube version of this live stream, and you can go ahead and just copy that, and it'll take you to the StreamYard website where you can actually hop on here and join me on here. And you don't have to be out there, you know, by yourself. You can come in here and have a bigger voice or whatever. So, yeah. But, anyways, I still appreciate you in the comment section. You know, if you want to stay in the comment section. But what do we want to talk about tonight? Because I was talking about like you know, different tips earlier today. That was in the first session. This is the third live stream for the day. I'm just like really intrigued by live streaming, and this is just fun sometimes. But what do we want to talk about this time? Because we was doing tips earlier. You don't know? Okay, well, Jeremiah might know, because Jeremiah right now is backstage. He's going to come on for a little bit. Jeremiah is a guy that has been rocking with the channel for a couple years, since it was like a new, well, not this channel. He was on my old channel, and yeah, he's going to be coming on for a second. I'm going to bring him on right now. What's up, Jeremiah? What are you working on?
I'm working on the 50 convertible. Here, I'm just gonna carry you around. We're gonna go for a walk.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm working on. Get in the shot here. 50 Chevy convertible. Doing the everything to it. We were talking about that earlier. So we've got. You saw it over the winter last winter. It had the aluminum 5.3, and I had it all just like mocked up. Well, now it's like almost done. Like, got my spark plug wires made down here. Like, all my wiring lives like down over here. Probably can't see it. But today I'm working on the back of the car. I got the battery relocated back here to the trunk. So today I was working on making that ground connection back there and trying to find, like, he's done everything to this car underneath to like prep it for me to work on it. Then he can do the body work after I get all the mechanicals done. And like with the air ride and everything, it's just been hard running the lines, finding somewhere to like tuck everything up high enough, because like it's gonna lay frame, so I have to make sure everything isn't gonna get caught or whatever, you know. So yeah, that's been just kind of some fuckery today. I just got done kind of mounting the fuel line up behind on the frame so that it's up out of the way. Got all my wiring under the dash almost done. That's dark. You probably can't see that at all.
Yeah, I can't see anything now. It's completely black. Did you lose signal there? I think we lost signal. I'm gonna pull up some comments. That was weird because he was like, "I bet you can't see anything," and then it actually went black.
Right.
Okay, you're back. I was just getting ready to get into a comment, but I had you said you were going underneath the dash, and then it went completely black. It must have been like a
I'm
signal
lost.
glitch.
I got garbage in the country. So trash to your Wi-Fi.
Okay, you're back now. What'd you say?
It was dumb to stick my phone under the dash of that car. Like, duh, Wi-Fi is just gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it was like, no, you can't see this at all. As you were saying, you probably won't be able to see this. I seen a comment I wanted to address real quick, and then I'm gonna get right back to the car thing. So we had this question right here. This is my cousin. He asked me because I was asking for questions. He said, "How important has mentorship been for you in your journey from your youth interest and young adult years up until the space you're currently navigating with cars? I know cars have always been a thing. However, what and who gave you the courage to be this vocal?" Man, this is kind of like a loaded question here. So, mentorship has been very important because, you know, my history, you know, how I grew up and stuff. So, it wasn't exactly like the most super straight path to where I am, but I think mentorship has been very important because I had some really good people in my life that were able to pick up and fill in the gaps of when things were kind of in like a rocky place for me. So like having my grandfather come and, you know, show me that he could help build my car that, you know, had been given to me when my dad passed away. And I thought that was really cool because it just was, it didn't look like it had no life, you know, but he was able to help me with that. And then, you know, at first it was just like, I just want to be done so I can drive it. Then, you know, I got into football in high school and then the trade center and met some guys at the trade school that were showing that they could have a career without going to college and that there's more options out there than just, you know, one thing that everybody preaches, like you got to go to college and you got to go be a lawyer or something like that. So I kind of want to show people that you can still have, you know, a good quality life and you don't have to do it like everybody else. You know, you can go to a trade school or you can learn a craft or you can be an entrepreneur or you can even be a coach. You know, these are some of the things that I feel like I am. So I try to show that and live that. So yeah, that's kind of what's given me the courage to be vocal, seeing those people in my life be vocal and share what they know with me. So that was a loaded question and I really wanted to answer it. I hope I was able to answer it in a way that it translates and makes sense for people. But that's such a loaded question. There's so many people that's been influential in my life. So even to the people that I'm meeting now, you know. So we lost Jeremiah in the midst of all of this. I think he said his signal was just real bad right now. Swaps in the building. Thanks for tuning in. I think it's always been in him. This is my mom. Yeah, I've liked Hot Wheels. You know, I grew up on Hot Wheels, had a bed, you know, that was a car. And, you know, that was always something that intrigued me. I agree. I love to see this. Swaps, Jeremiah, tapping in on Facebook. And YouTube swaps and stuff. Will's big as monster trucks. Appreciate you, cousin. Appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Yeah. So, and you know exactly what I mean when I say, you know, life that wasn't always like on the exact linear path for me. So, but anyhow, I do want to go ahead and share the link to get back on in case people lost it in the chat. I know we got some new people in here. I did post a link earlier. We had Jeremiah on here, and I think his signal was just kind of weak, so we lost him. You know, I think when he went on, it was like, because he's in California, it was like 2 o'clock. So he probably didn't have as many, like the bandwidth for the actual network actually gets more congested when people are at home relaxing, watching YouTube lives and stuff like this. So it's probably why his signal's down right now. Yeah. We're going to get this link in the comments right quick. All right. Let's see. Boom. StreamYard. So this is the link, guys. It's in the comment section on YouTube as well as on the screen here on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to tap in, come on the live. I'm just kind of leaving the floor open. This has been my third session for today. First session on Facebook, but my third live stream session. And today I'm just doing it because I just want to do it. It's not, I'm not out here trying to run the views up or anything crazy. I just wanted to go live today. I miss being on here. Had some time. It's kind of been a long day though, to be honest. You know, woke up, went to the gym. Coached at the scrimmage. We had that scrimmage today. Came home from that, went on a walk. Then we went and got dinner. But we went live after the walk before dinner. That's where it was. And these live streams, guys, I mean, my mom goes live too on Facebook. And Kristen, you make a lot of videos. I'm sure you do some live stuff too. Anybody that's done live streams and stuff, it takes a ton of effort. Like, it's such an energy drain to try to manage the comments and, you know, try to hold on to the conversation that's going on. It's like you're the DJ. At least for me, I'm the DJ. And I'm entertaining the guest. So you got to keep the music, whatever we're talking about, going on, but also entertain the guest in the comment section. Like, you know, you're the host, but you also are like making sure everybody in the audience is like cool. Yeah. So it's a lot while simultaneously thinking of things to say and making sure you don't have drop-offs in content. So it's kind of exhausting, but sometimes it's like a good feel for me. I know I keep looking over there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking so much. Thanks, Mom. Swap says, I'm gonna jump on. Give me a minute. Cool. Yeah, maybe we can get some of the other guys too to get on, you know. We got Junior in the building, Lee fam, Taylor fam, all in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in on Facebook. This is really cool, you know, being able to reach both platforms. I had Christian on here a little bit ago, not on the screen, but in the comment section, he was asking some pretty good questions. I thought it was real cool that you guys both tapped in tonight. Man, this is when the live stream gets pretty hard. You get to the end of the comments. And you've already like gave the shout outs and stuff. You got to keep talking. But that's part of the program. It's going to be awkward. You just got to push through it and know that that's how it goes. Bring it back in. We see we got more comments, and they saved the day with the comments. Always support your family. I agree. You know, sometimes it's just a like, sometimes it's a share, sometimes it's tuning in just to say what's up and let them know, hey, I'm watching you. I'm making the algorithm know that you know what I mean. I'm pushing the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, in this space, a view that just you letting your phone stay on and the view showing, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Where are your plans for fall into the new year? What's in the shop? That Suburban. Good questions. Good questions. For the fall, you know, I'm doing football. I'm coaching football. But in my spare time, outside of football, just we got a visitor in the backstage, so I'm gonna make these answers. I'm trying to answer these questions thoroughly and quickly. For the fall football, we're gonna try to get the box Chevy swap done. I already got the engine in the car. There's a couple questionable things going on with the car. It had like some heads on there that I had I guess I had never ran into, where they only had the coolant ports on the front of the heads and not the back. And then I installed them because usually you can install them on either head, and I wasn't paying attention to where the coolant ports were on the steam ports. Like the steam ports on the back was open and the steam ports on the front were closed, so I had to open them up and stuff. So that's something that's new to me, because I was like, I'm not pulling the head, so I went ahead and drilled the steam ports that were blocked out and just blocked off the ones in the back. So that's one thing that's kind of, I'm waiting to see how that's going to turn out. Worst case scenario, I got like 6 sets of heads. But that's what's going on for the fall. That's what's in the shop, actually. That's the only thing in the shop. And I got a couple engines sitting on stands, and then, yeah, probably some weights. I want to put some weights up in there to work out and stuff in there. We'll go through a couple comments, and then I'm going to bring you on swaps to see you in backstage. Just talk about what's on your heart. That's what we always do. We always talk about that. Cortez, rest of mine. Shout out to Cortez in the building. Just subbed to an awesome YouTuber. Keep grinding, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you, Cortez. I'm looking for a box Chevy for you to do work on. Okay, cool. Just link up with me. Just link up with me. I might know somebody that want to get rid of a box Chevy too. So, we're going to bring Swaps onto the channel. Swaps has been a big time supporter of the channel since it was going on the first time around, and also a mentor for me and a whole bunch of other people that's been in this car thing. And I'm gonna bring him on real quick. Shout out to Swaps.
Yeah, I see you got the hat and the glasses on. I figured I would go ahead and do the same.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Sometimes you got to step away from what you're working on. So that's what I did. I said, well, I'm going to jump on here with these Brooks. I'm actually trying to find somewhere to plug my phone in now, actually.
Yeah, so you got anything going on in the house, in the shop?
A whole lot, actually. Here, let me see if I can. Cortez Resto Mod 66. Sorry, I'm echoing y'all. I don't have any buds or nothing. 66. LS swap. And then he's got several. It's dark out here now. We ain't gonna be really see him. But then there's a box Chevy wagon, LS swap, and there's a donk right there, LS swap, and a Riviera. We can look at that. I've only seen 2 of these cars, and this is the second one I've ever seen. And it's got a guy who did some work on the rear, man. He made it happen, man. This thing it's sharp. It's definitely different, man. Then there's another donk over there. Of course, there's Black Beauty right there. And is there any more? The Monte Carlo's outside. And then I ain't for sure if there's any more out there. There's a bubble wagon. No, SS Impala out there.
You said SS Impala. Is that like one of the bubble Chevys?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, I like those. I really like those. I was just
I'm
talking
gonna
about
take
that
his off.
earlier today.
These are shorty's glasses, man. I'm taking these things
Oh,
off.
oh man. Well, I got the ring light up here, so I
Oh,
want
okay,
the
okay,
light,
I
but
got you.
I didn't want to blind myself at the same time.
I
So like
got you.
it's real close. But
I got you.
I was just
And as
talking
far
about
as
the
me,
bubble Chevys.
in-
Yeah.
as far as I got there's a Delta and we took a 1968 400 Pontiac. You know anything about Pontiac? They plenty of power. You got to spend a whole lot of money to do it. And then, of course, G Money's out there with the 2009 6.2. Can you hear me?
So
There you are.
I can
Okay.
I can slightly hear you every other
Oh,
word.
my bad.
It's only
It's
because the signal, I think.
yes, they had tornadoes down here today, and I'm lucky to probably even be on here. Let me see if I can get the Wi-Fi to work.
Okay, cool. Plug is on top of the 6.0 with Droid cord. Okay, that must be for swaps. Yeah, so they're down in the Kentucky, Tennessee area. If any of you guys aren't familiar, the weather can get kind of wild down there. He said they almost had a tornado today, or they
As soon as I
might
turn the
have.
Wi-Fi on, it just don't want to do nothing.
So
Hold on, just a second. I'm gonna try something.
bear with us while we figure this out. And we got an empty comment. It's all right. What's up, badass thing? How you doing, bro? We're gonna get swaps back on here in a minute. We'll just wait on him to pop back on the camera. But yeah, we do a lot of car talk on this channel. If you haven't been on here, we talk about some of our swaps that we're working on, projects that's going on, other stuff. I mean, we talk about, parenting a little bit of, character stuff too. So that's what I think is important. So we talk about it. But anyhow, I see we got Cortez in the comments. No, I didn't see the stars because this is like a third-party app. That's probably where that one comment was showing empty. That's probably why it showed empty. But thank you for the stars that's on the Facebook side. I appreciate it. I'm not completely hip to all the new emojis and stuff. So we was talking about what we was going to talk about. Do you remember yet?
What we're going to talk about?
Yeah, what I was going to talk about on here.
I don't know.
Like, okay, so I think I had mentioned, the Regal. You guys that have been watching the channel for a long time know that I have a Regal I've been building. That was the very first car I put an LS swap in. And, it's kind of been a continuous project because I bought that car. It was really just an inexpensive project to kind of keep my mind and body busy at home. Something to basically teach myself how to do an LS swap on. And that's what I did. But I've learned a lot since then. Like, oh, I want to do this differently. I wish I would have done that differently. And I'm at the point now where I'm ready to go ahead and make a lot of those changes, and it's probably worth it now. I turboed this car, last year, and it's been great. But I've had some issues with it pushing some water and stuff like that. And I was fortunate to come across a 6.0. So I'm probably going to be pulling the 5.3 LS out and going with the 6.0. So that's probably going to be the next big thing after we do the box Chevy LS swap. Is pulling that 5.3 out, which was an aluminum 5.3, which was cool and everything if you're going for all out, like, weight and power ratio and all that stuff. But I'm taking it out to put a 6.0 in there that's a iron block. So It's going to weigh down the front a little bit, but hopefully, the extra power will make up for it. Like I said, I'm not trying to win all out races or anything like that, but it's just fun. It's kind of a hobby. And it's just, it does take quite a bit of time. I've realized that now that, I co-parent and stuff like that. It takes quite a bit of time. So sometimes I don't actually get over there to the shop. But that's kind of one of my goals for this year is to swap that 5.3 out and put the 6.0 in because I have the 6.0 available. And then, like I said, the 5.3 is pushing water. So I assume there's a head gasket issue of some sort. But I'm not even going to get into it because it only really does that under boost, and I don't even know if I'm putting that engine back in any other car. So, looks like Swaps is out right now. I don't know if he'll be able to get back on here or not. I'll shoot him the link again. Let's read this comment from Badass. Nothing much. Life has been busy. Just got back from Daytona looking to buy beach properties. Nice. That sounds like a good decision right there, man. Buying some properties usually is always a good investment, especially beach properties. It's probably one of those things that there's a limited supply of.
Yeah.
Tez, how's everything going? Talking to Cortez. Looks like Cortez is still here. But Mom sent something on Facebook. Okay, look like she shared it out. All right, sounds like we got Swaps back in the building. We're gonna bring Swaps back on here real quick. And action.
If it's not any better, man, my fault. I can't get it to work.
It seemed like it's working a lot better. A lot better.
Cool.
You were showing us something, but we couldn't hear most of it. So,
It was I don't want to move. It's a 66 Oldsmobile, 70 Riviera, 75 Donk, 90 Caprice wagon, 85 Delta 88, and then a 78 Caprice Landau.
Okay. Let me guess who the Landau is. Is that G Money?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are nice, man. I like those more and more every day.
Yeah, I tried to get one before I got my box, and she made it seem like I was going to get the car, but then I never got it. No big deal. I ended up with a better deal anyway, and I got two. So.
Yeah, that's how it is sometimes, one door closes and another opens. A lot of times you just got to be patient and have faith. That's really what it be. I mean, if you stick around long enough, be patient, good things will happen. Yeah, good things will happen. I mean, you got to work too. You can't just hang out, but but a lot of times being patient with yourself and working, it'll work out. I think it's all relevant. I think
patient. That's the word there. He's trying to act that again. Actually, the let me turn.
Sounds like he working on his connection.
I don't know. There was some storms here, and it knocked a whole bunch of stuff out.
You back again. You good.
Did you hear anything I said?
I heard you say there was some storms that knocked everything out. That's about it.
Yep, that's what it was. Just knocked a bunch of stuff out. So, and I don't even remember the Wi-Fi password, so I don't know if it's working now or not, but I'm just right now, I ain't gonna mess with it. But for the most part, I ain't gonna worry about that. It's good to see that you still, as I say, moving and grooving, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not always easy, but, I think, like I said, being patient, being patient and having faith is huge, I think that's a big deal. What do you think about this one? What's up, cuz? This is my cousin Andrew. He said, just bought a '09 Charger with a 3.5 motor. What can I do to add some horsepower to it?
Put a bigger motor in it.
Put a bigger motor in it, man. Get that Hemi in there. If you just want to like be a little bit more peppy, I think don't they got the pedal commander?
Yep.
That'd probably be if you don't want to go like Hemi swap, and you just want a little bit more power, if they offer it, probably the pedal commander. I don't even know if those are drive-by cable though. Are those drive-by cable?
No. Ain't the drive-by cable is a thing of the past.
The '09, you think it was still drive-by wire?
I was looking at some old 07, 08 stuff today, and everything was drive-by wiring. And I'm talking Chrysler and different makes. They were all drive-by wiring.
Yeah, so a pedal commander might be available for your car. Probably do that. Maybe some exhaust. That'll be probably your quickest plug-in way of getting a little bit more power. Maybe a cold air
I don't know
intake.
much about Dodge itself to say you could do this, you could do that. I don't know enough. You know, I know the process is probably the same.
I gotta go get the weather. How about him?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's right.
Hold on.
Glad I could catch a live D Brooks. Yes, sir. I appreciate you tapping in. Glad everything is good, brother. Yeah, I mean, the advice I give on pretty much any engine is let it breathe better. You know, I feel like that's generally a good thing for most engines. If you can let it breathe better, get it more fuel, you know, you can get a better spark, you know, better combustion. So you can make a little bit more power. That's a general rule of thumb. You know, let it breathe. Engines in general are mostly just big air pumps. So the more air you can let in and out, that's the more power you make, even if it's a 3.5 or a 1.5 or a 7.5. That's generally what we're all trying to accomplish. But obviously, there's some other things you can do as well. You know, depending on your setup, gears, converter, etc., etc.
What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm just LS swapping, and we do it from the rooter to the tutor down here in Kansas. You heard me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Stuff.
Hey, you brought the internet back in crystal clear, man. What'd you do to fix it?
Man, you know, as soon as I walk up, man, this pressure. You hear me? But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in D Brooks land, man. It's all love.
Shout out to Ken 10, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Still online, they online right now. Yeah. Well, we got about like shit today, apparently.
Okay, so we almost in there. Looks like they got a lot of action going on right now.
Nah, he just come back from a video shoot, I think it was.
Okay, getting that content.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. I just want some backup. Hey, boss man.
He at the store.
Oh, never.
Yeah, he gone. He at the store.
How long y'all gonna be at the shop tonight?
All night.
Added to the crew.
Yep.
All night, man. There's been times, man, I be out here till 3 a.m, man. You know, have an issue that stump you, you know, and you just gotta keep grinding so you figure out what it is.
Yeah. It's good to have you know, a couple brains working together too.
Oh yeah, man. Because I'll run some stuff past Crap Cortez, and he runs stuff past me, and it works out, man.
Yeah, that's always good, man. Y'all sharpening each other, you know, like, oh, okay. Well, I tried what you told me to do, and I did that, and I found this out too, and yeah, I think that's good to have a community. I think that's huge. That's the biggest thing I like about YouTube is the community.
Yeah. We don't get together like we used to, but still yet. You know what I'm saying? We still chit chat.
Yep. I feel like that's the one thing YouTube brings that like I don't feel like I was able to get out of like Instagram or Facebook or even like TikTok. I don't feel like it has the community that we was able to have. Even like I grew quick on TikTok. I grew quick, but I felt like I didn't have no community. Like that's how I felt. He said, "Damn, swaps don't stop. I need to go that hard."
It ain't all me, man. It ain't all me. No, sir. No, sir. I can't, man. It's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You got that full time that you got to be dedicated to also.
Yeah, it seemed like Jeremiah be getting it in though. Every time I tap in with Jeremiah, he always finishing up a project. And, you know, I remember seeing him get on those transmissions first, and now he's doing like really custom projects. You know, it seems like they're like not the cookie cutter type. So he said, do a Hemi swap, but get the whole takeout, computer and all. Computer will need to be flashed. So that's for Andrew. Do a Hemi swap, get the whole takeout, computer and all. Computer will need to be flashed. I'm not gonna hate. I like seeing the like Mopar swaps. I think they're pretty cool.
They make power, man. I'm not gonna knock them, although they're everywhere, but they make power.
Yeah, I think LSs are still more popular though.
It's the price. It's the price is what does it for you.
For the LS, is that why? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Mopars, they for the cubic inch to power ratio, they making more power out the box, I feel like, than the LSs per cubic inch. You know?
I agree.
You know, but yeah, like you said, I mean, affordability and just the accessibleness of the LS stuff is just crazy. There's way more out there.
All right, badass. What would be the price range of one of that? A whole pull out computer and all that for one of those. I'm just curious. Now I know that you're getting a high horsepower motor, so it's not going to be cheap. But I'm just curious to what it would be
in comparison to like, yeah, I bet you it's a lot more than what we got.
Yeah, that's.
And then we slap a turbo on everything in our world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Yes, sir. That's my uncle right there. Yeah, that's why I'm cool with a 4.8 all the way up to a 6.2. I don't care. Like, if my box Chevy, I just happen to have a 6.0, so I was like, let's use it. But I'm cool with slapping a 4.8 in there on accident. Even if I did it and I was thinking it was a 5.3, I would be okay, because if I'm there for power, I know I need a power adder. If I want power. If I just want, you know, reliable fuel injection, then I'm still better off than the 305 with the 4.8. You know? So.
Hey, man, but what that 305 drove many people across the country, though.
Oh, yeah. I had mine running all the way up until 2022. And then it locked up on me. But from 83 to 2023, it was rocking and rolling. So I ain't mad at it, you know. I finally got to blow one up. I guess I locked it up. So, and now what's crazy about it being locked up that has me confused, I'm like, I can push the car in reverse, like in neutral, but I can't push it forward. Have you ever experienced that before on a locked up car? Where it interrupts even in neutral, like your transmission? Like, it makes me think that I don't know why it would do that.
So, like, if you put it on a jack and raise the rear end up and put it in drive and try to rotate it forward, it won't move?
When I have it on ground and neutral, I haven't lifted it up. But when I have it on ground and neutral, I can push it backwards. And I never realized it wouldn't go forward until like one day I was trying to push it forward because I had just been pushing it backwards into the garage. And then when I tried to push it forward, it wouldn't go forward. And then I was like, well, the brakes can't be locked up because it's rolling. And then I got it in neutral and it won't go forward. And I've been around these cars enough to know when it's, I go down there and shift it with my hand if I have to, and I got it in neutral and it won't go forward. I moved it to the gear above, the gear low, because they can be sloppy. And I'm like, wow, I've
That's a
never
new one on
experienced
me.
that. Yeah. I might be overlooking something stupid or something. I don't know, but
I mean,
swear.
but it won't start though, will it?
No, it's just, and this is what makes me believe it's dead. I mean, it's locked up is because I get the clunk, like the starter tried, but it's stuck. And then I tried to turn over by hand, and the 305 ain't hard to turn over by hand. I tried to turn over by hand, and it wouldn't budge at all.
Well, just don't even worry about the guessing game and put that other motor in it.
Oh man, yep.
Broke the sprag and the trans.
So, maybe the trans locked. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Try that. Try that. Put it in neutral and try to start it.
I didn't ever try that. It would be crazy if it went ahead and went. Because then I have to just keep the 305 for a little bit longer.
I don't blame you. Hey, my transmission went out on mine. Guess what? It's gonna get another 700R, and that 305 is gonna keep riding.
Oh yeah, you decided to just keep the 305 riding?
I sold my 6.2, so.
Okay, yeah. Probably. So this is the answer to your question about the Mopar swap. He said probably motor, trans, wiring, computer, maybe 4K. That's kind of a lot. I mean, for us, that's a real 6.0 dropout, not like a regular like Escalade dropout, but like a GTO.
Supercharged. That's a supercharged setup, or less. You could probably get one less.
Yeah. D Brooks swaps. MC in the building. MC in the building.
My little picture on there is my speed perks, the money I save on speed perks. So if you got speed perks, you use them, man.
Wow.
Like, man, I saved 50 cents on a gallon one time.
Yeah, they do add up. They do add up. Infamous in the building. What's going on? Got the usual suspects in the building tonight. Yeah, it's always good when the crew stop in. 93 Stang was good. But yeah, that's what's going on. I was driving it to work, and I was at the light, and I think it just like stopped. It just stopped. I couldn't start it back up. I thought it stalled.
Get your flash on.
I'm ready to run it down.
What's going on, Infamous? I've been good, man. Just working and doing the coaching thing and raising the kids, man. That's pretty much it. Stay working.
That's it. Working, man.
We got some trolls in the comments, it look like.
Uh-oh.
Swaps what it do. Ange Holloway. I don't know what Ange Holloway. You never know.
Oh, you on Facebook too, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook too. It's hard to tell. Like sometimes the comments come in, and if I've never seen you on the channel before, you might be someone that really rock with me, but I'm always a little leery. We've been scammed a couple times.
If y'all stopping in, go ahead and hit the subscribe and get these numbers up for my man.
Yeah, make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. 93 Stang, who you telling? I've been wrestling all day.
Well, gotta go get.
Give me the wrench on the new channel. All right, yeah, I'm gonna throw some wrenches out soon. Let me see if I can get those from YouTube, because I'm on StreamYard. It may not be possible tonight. I have to do it a different way. Let me see. All right, cool. So I'm able to get the wrenches out right now. All the OGs will get wrenches that are in here. All right, y'all let me know if y'all got the wrenches over there. We can keep the trolls out. All right, so this is like a Zoom. This is StreamYard. So basically, it allows you to, yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of like Zoom, but it's not. Allows you to have guests on here. You can do it on Facebook, YouTube. I think you can do it on like Instagram as well. But you can be by yourself as another option. So like we can remove swaps out of here, add them back, and it should be good. You say you got the wrench. Looks like you got the wrench. Let me know if we can get Ange Holloway on timeout for a little bit, and we'll see if it works. Yeah, I'm curious. What has
All right,
Infamous
man.
been
Yeah,
working on?
I had to move out here, y'all. So I might just be microphone only for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
That's
still here.
cool. That's cool. Appreciate it. All right, cool. He said D Brooks is probably locked up engine or rear end. Take the drive shaft out and see if it moves. Ange is gone. Appreciate it. Taking out the trash. I mean, like I said, I do enjoy new people on the channel, but sometimes we get trolls on here, especially when you go live and put the links out. They try to get in the backstage and get things all jacked up or whatever. Yes, sir. We got Cat Loco in the building. Cat Loco is in the building. He said he in the bushes too.
What up, loco?
Just been having some moments off and on while trying to get it done. Yeah, we got moderators, Mom. So when people come in here that are trying to like stir the pot, that's why I got the guys with wrenches and stuff. So a lot of the guys that's coming on here have been rocking with me for a couple years. I'm not worried about any of them. In fact, those are probably going to be the moderators. It's the people that come in that you don't recognize and like, and they got a whole bunch to say instead of like, hey, nice cars on the channel. When they come in saying some oddball stuff, you already know it's usually a troll.
Right, right.
Yeah, we take them right up out of there. I try to get them out immediately because I've had them sneak backstage before. You remember that, right, Swaps?
Yeah, man. they slick with it too, because there was I was on one where they had took somebody else's screen and put it on theirs, so it looked like it was them that was trying to get in.
Yeah, they slick, and then when they get on here, on your channel, they will, show all kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Something,
hate words,
right? Anything
anything.
to try to get you shut down.
Get your channel, yeah. New Year's stream, I think. Yeah, it might have been New Year's. Yeah, because we had,
I remember that.
yeah, it was wild. It was wild. I had to. It was crazy. Got to protect your channel.
Mm.
So you sold the 6.2. What made you decide to say, okay, then the 305 it is? How come a 4.8 or 5.3 or just a 6.0? How come is that just not worth unpacking the 305?
Oh, my workload right now.
It's just like let's just simplify things, keep it running.
Yeah,
I get that. I get that. I totally get that.
That's if I had more free time, I would probably tackle it. But I've got several that I probably should have been done with a long time ago that I haven't touched.
Yeah. How's the blue thing? Is that one of the ones you're talking about?
That's one of the ones. That's what got me started in all this, and it just took a back seat, and it looks so sad now that it's just, it's sad to even look at it.
Yeah, initially it's always the one that got you into it that you tend to, neglect.
Right. And then, afterwards I did a little turbo Mustang, had fun with it, did a turbo OBS, had fun with it, and then the blue thing's still sitting there.
Yeah. And that was the real, like the one, your baby, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like nothing was, that's the thing too, I think, because I did like the Monte Carlo and I had the other Monte Carlo, and it's just like, I could have had the Regal all the way done twice, nice. But, I get all these other little projects that seem to be quicker and less time consuming, but all it does is take away from your main project.
That word right there, time.
Yep. I feel you, Infamous. You got the Beast over there. That's another thing, guys, man. I sold off a couple cars. I sold the green OBS. I sold the, what was it, 86 SS Monte Carlo. I can't remember. I had so many cars, like I couldn't remember all the years. Like the box Chevys, they're just like, it's a box Chevy. It's either an 82 to 88. Sometimes it's just like, but I have to simplify a little bit. I have to. Especially the kids are getting older. Like 4 years ago, they were all kind of stationary. Now they're all mobile with their own sports and stuff. I don't get to the garage as much. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm actually very blessed and glad to be able to do that. My Camaro is that car. Real car guys all have that car. I agree. That's the Regal for me right now. Cat Loco, shout out from Jeremiah. I think Swaps was saying something, but it's like kind of glitching. So if you are
my
saying,
bad.
It was just kind of glitching. Uh-oh, we lost him. Yep. But yeah, it's the third live stream. I'm finally tired. But it's been real. I want to do this more often so it isn't so like awkward. I want to kind of get more comfortable. But I appreciate everybody tapping in. Yeah, 89 Camaro was my first car. Kind of miss it. Yeah, them third gens, man, they're nice. They're nice. Uh-oh, we got Swaps back. Swaps, what's up?
If it's gonna keep doing this, I'll jump off. But it's bouncing back from 5G to 4G now, so I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
Yeah, I was actually going to probably wrap up here in a little bit. Actually, I was going to wrap up. But unless you wanted to talk for a little bit longer.
Hey, that's totally up to you, man. I'm game, man. We ain't done this in so long.
I know I think that's what I was kind of yearning for today. I was like, man, I wish somebody was live. I was just hoping somebody else was gonna be live, so I could just like kind of tap in and talk for a little bit. Because being the host is like putting the fires out. You know, unless you
I
got a
miss,
couple of your guys on there that also know the language and can talk and answer the questions. When you're the host, it's like you're putting the fire out all the time.
yeah.
Trying to
I'm gonna
keep it
try to
going.
do a live next week. One day next week, I'm gonna try. Cause I got some other little projects that I got to take care of, personal projects that I need to, not let them get behind me, get behind on them.
Yeah, yeah. Anything around the house is definitely priority for sure. Especially anything that you need to get done. Yep, I
Yes.
I get that, man. That's the one thing right now is I don't have to worry about that. I've been kind of been fortunate enough to not have to worry about any of that right now, and it is a certain level of peace. Like, I had my house, I sold my house, now I'm renting. Like, I don't miss sleep at night when the toilet flush slow. Like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I'm not neglectful and and treat the place like crap. But it's at the end of the day, that's not my problem. What the whole plumbing system is doing. I treat it with respect and take care of it. But I notice when I get here, I'm like, man, these toilets flush a little slow. I mean, I'm just gonna make sure they flush when I want them to flush, but I ain't gonna worry too much more about it.
Heard that. Heard that.
But yeah,
Heard that.
when it's your baby, it's your baby. You know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's serious, man. I remember being underneath my sink, wet knees and wet elbows, and it's just I had the greasy. I had a greasy. There was some grease in my underneath my sink that had gotten to like the trap and everything, and we had to cut out a section of pipe. But like we talked about earlier, I had PVC. This was after I had learned about the Sawzall and everything. It wasn't no problem. Zoom, zoom, cut it right out, like with the glue and the primer and all that. Got it back situated. Instead of trying to fish it out, just take out a big old portion of it. Make sure you put it back in. Brand new pipe.
Bingo. Bingo. That was
I
my
love
route.
that part. I love that part with the PVC. I love that part.
That was my route. It just, I don't know. It just, like I said, things sometimes you just got to get on them and take care of them, man. You have to. Because just around the corner, something else can happen.
Yep. What's going on, Will? Shout out to Will for tuning in. He said he signed up for Power Slap, and I got an interview with them next week. That's a blessing, bro. That's always good, man. Hopefully,
What is that?
sound like a new job.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, he was just talking about that, and if things are working for you, that's all to me a blessing. If that's what you were wanting and it's happening, then it's meant to be, and it's happening for you. Sometimes what you want ain't what you need.
Man, say that again. Say that again.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need, man. So
Man, you so right.
when it work out, then it's that meant it was what you needed. If it don't, sometimes it's not what you need. So I always be like trying to control situations, and sometimes you can't. You just gotta let God, or you just gotta let things happen the way they're gonna happen. Sometimes. It's a slap fighting league. Oh, okay,
That's what
okay.
I thought it was. That's what I
I
thought
did.
it was. I wasn't sure.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. That's funny. That's,
Power slap.
I did. I thought it was a job. I thought it was a job. I didn't know. Did you,
Company? I didn't know.
I mean, You could name you can name some food, a restaurant power slap, and I think they got some slapping ribs or something.
Woo, hey, that might be a good name for a restaurant.
Yeah, power slap. Man, that's crazy. So you get slapped the hardest, and you got to turn around and slap the next person.
I think so.
Hats off to you, my brother.
Wow. But the cool thing is you don't get any emotion involved. So it's all about like just physical resilience. Because it's not like, the person has really made you mad. So you may not even be able to tap into that extra level that you would normally have if you was actually upset.
Yeah. But we older men don't tend to heal that fast.
Badass asked a question. D Brooks, what's your next step after selling your house, if you don't mind me asking? Right now, just see what the market does. I'm renting for a year at the very minimum. I'm on a lease. And then once that is up, I'm going to have to look at, maybe using my GI. I got the GI loan if I want to use that. Or renting again. I might be willing to rent another year. I really don't like the idea of it, but the way my life is set up right now, it just seems to be less stressful, but it is more expensive. But I feel like if I buy too soon, I'm gonna be like I don't know. It's hard to tell what the market's gonna do and if you're gonna be in a good spot. Or rent to own sounds good, or just buying. I don't know. I don't know with this market. So I'm renting until my lease is up. If I do buy, I want to buy in this area where I'm at, and the market's just so high. When I sold my house, it was almost double what we paid for it. So,
They're selling high. I mean, you got to buy high.
Yeah, so that's the scary part. Like, man, I'm gonna buy double, just quickly as I sold for double. I gotta buy it double. So it's hard.
I feel victim.
Well, it could be going. They could keep going up in price, and then you're not. It could just keep going up in price, and then the longer I wait, the more the more I'm gonna spend. It's hard to tell. You can't. There was an old saying for like the stock market: time in the market beats timing the market. Like people try to time the market.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing you can do is just have time in the market. Like if you was actually, the longer you own it, the better you're off in it anyway. So you can't time it. I guess that's what I took from it.
That sounds like a lottery ticket analogy. You're not gonna win unless you play.
Yeah. I don't think that's not what I took it for, but
yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but yeah. My mom said, according to the real estate agents, the prices aren't going to be changing anytime soon, at least going nowhere. But real estate agent will tell you that so you feel comfortable with the price that they selling your house right now. Like, no, they're not going to go back down. You need to buy it now because they're only going to be the same. And that's the safest thing for them to say.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're in a good. This is a good decision for you. But they making the money too, so it's like they are. I see, like, okay, what's their best interest? Me buying and selling. So they're gonna say, yeah, this is a good time because it's gonna stay this way, and you could probably still make some money. But I don't think they have the crystal ball answer either. I don't think so.
It's back to that word you was talking about earlier. Time.
Yep. Longer you wait, the more you pay. See, that's what I'm hearing. And then I'm also hearing, hey, they could drop, fall out. The market could fall out.
Once they fall out, but what's the interest rate's going to do?
Right. So it's hard to, like I said, you just buy what you need and, you know, just work, do it. You know, if you want a house, buy a house for the purposes of buying a house. It may not be a good time to do investment properties, but it's still a good time to own a home in general, I think. You know, maybe not load up on like 10 of them.
But if you already had one, I feel like that, you know, like several rental properties or something, you winning right now.
Yeah, I feel like my landlord is winning for sure. He winning every month. Stuff is expensive. Yes, it is crazy.
He's out there where it's super expensive, man. I got family out there, and he was telling me, I was like, no, sir, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's wild out here. What did I do the other day? Oh, I went to Dairy Queen. You know, I ain't got no business being at Dairy Queen. But I was at Dairy Queen, and a medium blizzard is like it's over $5. It's over $5 for a medium blizzard.
That's a every now and then thing.
Yeah, that's just too much, though.
It is.
For some ice cream, not even a gallon. It's not even a gallon of ice cream.
Is it really ice cream?
I mean, it's too much.
You know.
Yeah, but it's too much.
Everything is expensive, though, man. You mean you can go in a grocery store and spend. You know, I spent $60 last week, man. Walked out with 2 bags, and I'm like, what did I just buy?
Right. Yeah, this is crazy. This is seller's market right now.
It is.
Yeah, when we sold, I felt really good about it. You know, when we made money, I was like, man. But I knew I would be sitting for a minute. You know, like I was going to be renting. I knew I was going to be renting for a year at least until all the smoke settled and dust settled and everything. So this is what I'm supposed to be doing, is sitting still and being aware.
Don't get antsy, because I got antsy, man.
Yeah. You know, sometimes that's what you're supposed to do, is sit still and be aware. I wasn't making a lot of content. I was just trying to focus on maintaining some of the stuff I had already. But sometimes you just need to sit still and be aware. You know, not like that don't mean things are going bad, but sometimes you just got to be aware of your circle and who you're dealing with, and just kind of like get a full understanding of how you want to be moving and who you're moving around.
Wise words.
Interest rates are crazy. Even if you have perfect credit, at least investment properties will bring you money. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you go buy a car and you got great credit and you get like a 6%, that's like a victory. That's a good rate right now. That's crazy. Like a good rate is 6. Not last year, but like in 2016, a 3 or a 2.9 was a great rate, and now a 6% is a great rate. And people will still pay it because, I mean, that's a great rate. Like that's what you have to get. If you need a loan, you got to pay interest. So you're not going to not take it if you need to take the loan. That's just what it is. So it's scary, but you won't be the only one, you know. So like, it's everybody. Everybody's got to buy it at that price right now. So the market is really fair. The market is always pretty much fair, though. I think if like it's expensive for everybody. I mean, if you was lucky enough to have something before then, I mean, then that's just, I could have been lucky enough too, but I'm not right now.
Oh man, highs and lows, D Brooks, highs and lows.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not meaning like I'm not lucky like that. I'm just saying like, if I would have made the decision to buy a house before, then I would be in that better position, like that person that's selling it. You know what I'm saying? It's just timing. Timing is crazy. If y'all want to check out the video I just made, that's what 174K will get you on the beach. But it makes a shitload of money. Got another video coming, a full gut. Yeah, I'm gonna check you out.
Who is that?
Badass posted a video on his channel about a house. He said it's on the beach, but it makes a shitload of money. I'm interested. I'm actually interested.
Oh yeah, anything near water is gonna bring you some money, man.
Yeah. I'm actually interested in checking that out. I'm gonna have to put it in my notes. I see I got a message from my buddy right here.
All right, I got a question. We're just trying to change the subject a little bit. But you said you're gonna go with the 6.0. You're going with the same. You're gonna basically pull the guts from your other engine and put it in the 6.0.
Springs and cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we talked about, probably do if I'm gonna go down that far, I might as well gap the rings because we're gonna keep the same fuel system and same turbo system. I think it'll probably actually perform better with the 6.0 on that 78, 75.
It will. It really, it should spool a lot faster.
Yeah, it's a late spool right now. That big turbo is a big turbo for my engine. It feels big, it feels like motor than it's like a switch almost.
Oh yeah. And it's so addictive.
Yep. And when it kicks in, man, that whole thing. There was somebody that posted a video when they would get in the boost. It was a Grand National video. But, I mean, that G-body shuffle thing, I think that's a real thing. As soon as I get in the boost, it start going side to side. I don't know if that's what they consider a shuffle or that's just bad tires. But, I mean, I would start, losing traction at 50 miles per hour. So it's just, I had to stop driving the car because the tires are so bald now. I got to swap out the tires. It's so fun. And that's that's with me losing some pressure, some cylinder pressure, because I know it's pushing water. So I'm thinking with a 6.0 that's not pushing water and I'm getting all the compression, it's going to be, because it's scary now, it's going to be too scary. I'm going to have to really just turn it down a little bit.
What trans you running?
I'm running a 4L80 right now.
Okay.
Yep, got a 4L80 in there. Believe it or not, I'm back on a stock converter. So that's another area of improvement that I could get if I put.
It's a night and day difference, man. I witnessed that myself. With Blanco, I had a transmission go down, stuck a stock transmission in there with the stock converter, and it did not want to do nothing it used to do.
Dang.
And then I was able, I had to send the converter back, got the converter back, slapped it in, and the car woke back up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a converter in there. It was like a 3800. And that was during my trip to Texas. But I also, at the same time, I didn't have good oil supply to my turbo, so I blew my turbo up trying to race down there without getting proper oil because I had the restrictor on it, on a Journal turbo. And apparently you're not supposed to have the restrictor on a Journal turbo.
Well, they sent it to you with the dang set.
Yeah, so it ended up, basically melting the bearings in it. Or breaking
Been there, my brother. Been there. Done it myself.
Yep. But I was happy. I was so happy about the fact that I chose an eBay turbo to break first.
Oh, not like that, man. I mean, you did exactly what you said you were going to do, man. And you took the dude down there, raced it, had a ball, man. That was nice. That was a good look.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Meeting up with LS down there and there was creators there. I want to do it again. Not that specific race, but I want to go to something else, maybe LS Fest with you guys, or
it's coming up next month. Bring your butt on down.
Yeah, I wanna do one of those with you guys, and maybe take the box Chevy. I don't need it to be
But
the
I'm gonna
most
put it to
prettiest
you like
car.
this: if you ain't coming, I ain't going.
All right, all right.
If
We'll
you, if
we'll,
you,
we'll
if
get
you, if
together.
you okay, like I said, if you decide to ride down, I'm gonna go. It's just so big, man. I mean, and it is it is an event to go to if you've never been to. I'm telling you, you will see every and anything that you can think of that's gonna have a LS in it, and I mean every and anything.
Yeah, I've been interested in going for a couple years. I wanted to go the year I went to Texas, but I would have been coming back from Florida that same day, getting like literally on the way home, stopping in Kentucky from Florida. And I was like, man, I just drove all the way to Florida. And then like maybe a month before that, drove to Texas. I was like, no, I'm good. We're just gonna take it home this time.
It's definitely a good time, man. There's plenty to the nightlife is I don't get into that, but there's a lot of that going on too.
Oh, I bet. I imagine.
Um, but for the most part, if you just be on your p's and q's, you be straight. It's a big money grab for them. Of course, it is. It's just hey, we can make us a little money here.
Oh yeah. Whenever there's people with, well, they know people with cars, man. They willing to spend money.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, we obviously spending money, so they'll spend money on maybe this bar or this food. If we get the food trucks out, they're willing to separate themselves from their money. If you have project cars, you are willing to separate yourself from your money for at least a little bit.
Yeah, and it's something to see. It really is. I mean, you see some off the wall builds that you're like, man, I seen this in a magazine or I seen this on TV, and then you'll see some builds that were, you know, somebody's very early stages of doing a build, and
Yep.
it doesn't matter to me. A build's a build. I try to respect it regardless.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. I like the fact that people are trying to do it themselves, and that's always cool. I mean, I understand if you got to sub stuff out too, but I like the fact that people are willing to come up. At least if you write up your own build, that's cool too. To me, I think that's cool. Even if you can't do it yourself, but you spec'd out your own build, that's cool. I have not been back to the track, Infamous. I have driven it and kept it on the road this year a little bit. Jeremiah said, there's still stuff I haven't wrapped my head around in the turbo setup. When I do one, I'll have lots of questions. Yeah, there's some weird science to some of the stuff, like the wastegate. Once you plumb it up and you realize it works, it works. I try not to overly understand it, but it's working now. I'm making boosts. There's some weird concepts in there that don't always make sense to me, but I just trust some of the guys around me. Like, okay, I guess if I run this tube to this tube, then now I'm making power.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? Like this one vacuum line, if I go from here to here with this vacuum line, now I got 300 more horsepower.
Yeah. It's a quarter-inch vacuum line.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, this vacuum line is gonna give you 300 horsepower. Okay, sure.
I mean, I still got turbo on my head. I just, like I said again, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do with the builds, and but here, hopefully, I get some of these fires put out. I can get started on mine, and I'm trying to still do the same build. Infamous will probably ask me, he said, but yeah, still trying to do the same build.
But have done like six or maybe I don't know, probably tens of builds in between.
Too many.
Yeah. So it's not that we can't do it. It's just that, man, by the time you get done working on everybody else's stuff, it just don't seem like, attractive to go get on yours sometimes. It just be like,
Right.
man,
I just finished up my own personal OBS, and it's fun to drive. There's so many other things I want to do to it, and the OBS was a flip vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to like it. So do I
yeah,
keep it or do I flip it?
man, I really liked mine. But for majority of the time, it didn't make sense for me to have just a regular cab. Like it was work for me to have it. Like, I gotta drop them off and go get the car. Like, I couldn't bring the kids to go get the OBS.
I got you.
So it was like, no, can't have this.
Got you.
But yeah, man, I am probably gonna wrap up. We just hit the midnight, but I appreciate you coming on here. Did you have anything else you wanted to say to them before we wrap up?
Nah, man, we good. Appreciate you having me, man. Y'all make sure and hit that subscribe for D Brooks.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man, that's what it's about, man. Coming together and asking each other questions, making each other better. So, y'all stay cool. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all at the next video.